the Vanderbilt Commodores, taking on the 17th ranked team in the land, the Alabama Crimson Tide. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer along. Alabama about to kick off to get things started. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Commodores' offense will be first on the attack. Every team has impact players. What traits are you looking for when it comes to players who can make an impact, David?
Well, obviously, you want the main things, right? Speed, physicality, like all power. All those things are really, really good.
There he goes. They stop him just a link or two short of the first, and man, what they can do on second down here. Looking to throw, it's Pavia. Good timing on the quick out. One of the highlights of the year last season, Alabama went into Nashville coming off a win against Georgia and got knocked out of Nashville with their first loss to Vandy since 1969. Anything can happen in this crazy sport.
It was magic. It was crazy. It was Pavia time, right? Like the fourth down conversions, they held the ball for most of the game. And Jesse, remember, this is what kept the Tide out of the playoffs. You think they're a little upset?
Definitely, and they're going to have to do a better job defensively with that gun option scheme we saw from Vanderbilt in that game a year ago. They didn't have any answer for that. A few interceptions early by Jalen Milroe put him behind the 8 ball, so we just need a better effort from Alabama on both sides.
The Commodores will line it up on 1st and 10. Looking to throw on first down. Catch in the middle, it's Sherrill. Brought down at the 26-yard line after a pickup of 10 yards on the play, and it'll be a first down. They'll leave it with the lone back. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming. You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. Caught over the middle, it's Stowers. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion. So first down in the red zone, and this crowd getting behind its defense. Here's the pressure. He's got it. They go up top to get it down to the 5-yard line as they try to pay off this drive. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Going to work on second down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Looking for the score. Touchdown, Commodores! Quick strike through the air for the score.
Man, it doesn't get any better than that. You script the first 10 plays, that was 10 plays. That was perfection. That was a touchdown. That's called good scouting, being ready for the football game, and executing to a T to start this game off.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Crimson Tide offense comes out, and now they'll go on the attack. And the heart of this team clearly rests on the offensive line, a group of maulers, David, who take pride in what they do.
And I think if you're a coach, you take pride. Like, it starts up front. Like, you win and lose games with physicality, and they lean on all the big fellas up front, the hog mollies, the big uglies, the most unselfish players on the field.
It's old school, man. We're in an era of college football where it's up-tempo, spread, air raid. Games are still won and lost, though, in the trenches. And because this is one of the best offensive lines in all of college football, that is a huge advantage this offense takes into each and every game.
Looking to throw, it's Simpson. He's got him. You'll take this every time. 5 yards on the first down play. After that last completion, it's second down. Trying play action. That's caught. It's Miller. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands. Amazing how many times an offensive holding penalty will stall a drive. We'll see if the offense can overcome it. They'll go to work in the air on second down. The quick out. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. Alabama with a ton of ground to cover on this third down. He wants to throw it again. Quickly complete. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker. Kick is in the air. He'll call for the fair catch and make it at the 14, and they'll be backed up to start this drive. Listen to this crowd just shaking the girders of this place, trying to help their defense. Nudges ahead for one out to the 16. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Got it behind the line. It's Newberry. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup. Well, he made the grab, but the doors closed quickly after that.
And I like this. I want to find my running back. But man, he's got to do a little more damage after the catch. I need a stiff arm. I need a spin move. I need something where he can make that guy miss and pick up a bunch of yards and maybe get a big play out of it.
And the Commodores will try to pin them back with the punt. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. This is a spot you see many returners try to take a chance, but not this time. Fair catch just inside the 40. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Grabbed in the middle, it's Bernard. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line. Dropping back, it's Simpson. Makes the catch, it's Cuevas. He makes the stop at the 33, but 10 yards on that play and the first down. The give is to Miller. Trying to pound their way forward. He picks up a couple to the 31. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Looking to fire. Bringing the heat. And the quarterback is sacked. There are penalty flags down, but this might be doubly bad for the offense. I think the penalty might be on them. They'll decline that penalty. Obviously very happy with the results of the play. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down. And they're going to head out to line up for a field goal. And that is no good. And they couldn't cut into the lead. It's still a 7-point game. Vanderblit, 7. Alabama, 0. He couldn't connect on that 54-yard field goal attempt, and now they'll have it 1st and 10 from the 37. Wants to go up top on first down. Caught behind the line. It's Newberry. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one. The Commodores now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Off the play fake. And the defense, got him at the 27. When you play in a place like Alabama, you have to live up to the legacy of the Jonathan Allens, the Deron Haynes, the Marcel Darius is when you play on that deep. And he feels the heat coming and it burns him up. Another sack. And the defense pays that blitz off with just what you want, putting the 0 in 3rd and long.
And a lot of people get conservative on 3rd and long and drop a lot of people. I like bringing pressure. Tell the QB, you better get the ball out of your hand fast because we're coming for you. They blitz gets home. Nice job on the defense being aggressive on 3rd and long.
They kick it away on 4th down. Looking everywhere for room to run, but really good coverage, and he'll step out of bounds. They'll start this drive from the 42. Looking for a man. It's Simpson. No more time to throw. Quarterback is sacked at the 35.
Oh, that's a missed opportunity. You know the quarterback was excited. He saw man coverage. He thought he was going to have an opportunity to come up with a big play, but up front they could not protect him well enough.
The Crimson Tide just hoping at least to get some of the yardage back here on second down. Wants to go up top. Setting up the screen. And it's pretty obvious there was a big hole in that screen, and the defense ran right through it. On third and long, a check down would be the last resort. Couldn't find a man and just had to throw it away to avoid a negative play. Looks as if the Tide will punt it away. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. Hauls it in at the 25. He gets it up to the 34-yard line before he stopped, and that's where the offense will set up shop. Opening play of this drive comes from the 34. He'll start this drive going to the air. Grabbed over the middle. It's Sherrill.
Well, and a nice job working the middle of the field. I think it's so important to keep defenses honest, and you can't just dink and dunk outside. You got to work the middle. Great job finding this wide receiver over the middle of the field.
Grabbed in the backfield. It's Newberry. And they wrap him up, but not before he's got enough for the first down. Wants to throw on first down. Got it in the middle at Sherrill.
Well, they execute the end route, and how about the arm strength by the QB? That was an absolute bullet on that completion.
Back to pass on second down. Makes the grab. It's Sherrill. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Under fire. Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48. And the Commodores trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Grabbed behind the line. It's Hudson. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play. On third and long, doesn't need to take the check down. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. The Commodores will line up to punt it away. A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines, not his best work. And they'll get off one more play before the end of the quarter. To the air, it's Simpson. Here comes the heat. That's reeled in. It's Miller. There to make the tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this first period. That's it for the period, and it's Vanderbilt holding the lead. We've put one in the books. Let's have a look at our game summary. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game in the second quarter. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. To the air on first down. Caught in the backfield, it's Miller. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Working well behind the sticks on second down. Quarterback on the keeper. They could have used a little bit more there. Picked up a 3. It's 3rd and 7. Trying to pick up a first down. On third and long, trying to have a big completion here. Caught near the sticks. It's Horton. And they're getting it rolling with that play to the 42-yard line. Alabama rolling quickly downfield, set up with another first down. Sends it back in motion. Looking downfield on first down. Just too much. 49. This offensive line has just been unable to keep them away from the quarterback. Now it's second in the heat, another sack.
What a great job by this defense setting the tone early. In the first half, they've been hitting the quarterback early and often. Make him feel uncomfortable. Make him feel that pressure. Keep getting him on the ground. That's why they've built a lead.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. Got it in stride inside the 20. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Alabama!
Yeah, and that's simple, but it's not easy. It's a go route. Like that receiver's streaking straight down the outside of the field, and my job as a quarterback is to put that ball up in the air, keep it away from the safety. He does just that. Receiver comes down with the catch. Nice pitch, nice catch, touchdown.
The extra point here would tie the game. And he made the extra point without problem. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. Fielded in the end zone, it's Fitzgerald. He's brought down at the 16, would have been much better off to take the touchback. We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. Handoff to the single back. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Dropping back, it's Pavia. Out of the backfield, he's open.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense, catching the football.
Wants to throw on 3rd down. Caught close to the marker, it's Sherrill. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. Give to the running back. Stop behind the line, he'll lose a yard. Lost 1 on that last one, it's 2nd and 11. Now the play fake. Pocket breaking down. He picks it up, still on his feet.
Great job by the defense, forcing the fumble. Bad, unfortunate bounce, and the offense bounces back up.
Chains keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Snagged in the middle, it's Spence. He won't get there, it'll bring up 4th down. And the Commodores will bring the punt team onto the field. He'll try to really get into this one. They'll get down and put a stop to the return at about the 28-yard line. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They'll christen this drive from the 28-yard line. The give to the back. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Back to throw, it's Simpson. And the pass to the sideline will pick up a short gain.
Guys out of the backfield now, it's not just run the ball downhill anymore. You got to be versatile. I got to be able to trust you in the pass game, and I got to be able to throw you the football, and you can do that right there. I know you're going to catch it, and I can depend on it.
And they got the completion, but still looking at a 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Catch in the middle, it's Cuevas. Love to see these 3rd down conversions on offense, and they're out to their own 39-yard line. They'll move the wide receiver. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Makes the grab, it's Williams. He stopped just a chain link or 2 away from the 1st down and sets them up beautifully here. Looking to throw again. Just tried to ease it out there, and it falls incomplete. The Crimson Tide need just a few inches here on 3rd down. He'll keep it on the sneak. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the 1st down. After picking up a couple of first downs already on this drive, they'll snap it from close to midfield. The give to the tailback. Got enough for the first. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. The Crimson Tide rolled to that last first down on the ground. Let's see if they go right back to the run. Oh, they're after him. Pulls it in. It's Horton. Found a little bit of room to operate, but he'll be stopped just short of the first down. Alabama with a multitude of options on second and short. Here's a heat. Nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39.
Boy, this defense is ridiculous. On point. They know how to rush the passers. Multiple guys getting it done. 5 sacks, and we are still in the first half.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Back to pass, it's Simpson. Trying to escape and get it himself. He did not make it a stone wall on third down. And they'll pat the kicker on the tail and tell him to go give it a shot. From 56 yards out, what a power leg. Never a doubt about that.
And not to be the old guys in the booth, but we are the old guys in the booth. Man, 50-yard field goals used to be really, really hard. Kickers nowadays, man, they are making it look so much easier, and he does right there.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Hold and fire complete. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Back to pass. Got it in the middle. It's Sherrill. Makes the stop at the 33, but it's a 15-yard gain. With the first down, they'll put it in play from the 33. Just missed on the connection, incomplete. They're dealing with a second and long. Caught in the backfield, it's Hudson. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23. Whistle blows, and this is the 2-minute timeout, and these guys have a chance to take the lead before halftime. Punt is on its way. Might have thought he'd want to try to pick up a few yards there, but he's content with making the fair catch right around the 35-yard line. They'll try the run. And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on second and 2. After the good pickup on first down, let's see if they keep it on the ground. This time the defense was ready, and they stop him in his tracks. The Crimson Tide needs to convert on third and short. Caught in the backfield, it's Miller. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. They bring the punter onto the field now.
Timeout, Vanderblit.
Fair catch is signaled for and made. They'll mark it at the 12, and they'll start in a bit of a hole. He'll pull it on the read. Stopped in the backfield, and that'll be a loss of 2. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's second and 12. Back to throw, it's Pavia. Grabbed behind the line, it's Newberry. And that defensive penetration gave him no chance, and he is ridden out of bounds. A veritable Crimson Tide of noise on Saban Field here on third down. Quick pass to the left, trying to get it to the marker. Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. The Commodores will punt this one away. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. Looks it in at the 40. He couldn't find much running room there. Didn't get a lot of blocking, and he'll step out of bounds. They'll give it to the back. Sweet cut there. Stopped at the 47-yard line, a 10-yard gain, and they'll move the markers. They'll snap it from the 47 on first down. Gives it on the option. Got enough for the first. They finally wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground. With a first down, they'll snap it from the 32. Looking to throw on first down. Gonna take a shot. And it was worth the gamble, but the long pass is incomplete. So now it's second and long. Couldn't connect on first down, now back to the air. Flips it out on the screen. They'll make the stop, but not before they use the screen beautifully and pick up the first down. The offense calls timeout. It's the second one they've used this half. Use the play fake, now to throw. Snags it. The spin, still on his feet. Headed to the end zone. Touchdown, Crimson Tide.
But how big is that for this offense? Put a nice drive together, get the touchdown, add to this lead already. Everything right now, Palmer, going their way.
Yeah, that was as good a two-minute type situation as you could have offensively. And David, they've got so many weapons on this offense. They practice these situations all the time, and they put it to work here at the end of the first half.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Brown. You're stopped at the 8. Handoff to the lone back. Makes a man miss. It's these little moments like that that can help an offense as he gets it up to the 16-yard line. Here's the handoff. He'll be brought down, and that's the final play of the half. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Gentlemen, what else is new? A spirited environment there in Tuscaloosa. And this linebacker has left his big old paw prints all over this first half. He's been clogging running lanes and forcing turnovers, and even when he's not doing something that shows up on the stat sheet, he's preventing that offense from doing so. A young man with all-American potential. And with that, let's send it back to the guys in T-Town.
And the Commodores will boot it away to start the second half. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. They keep it on the ground to open the third. Runs ahead and powers his way for 4 yards out to the 30. Halfway there on first down, it's second and 5. Looking downfield, it's Simpson. Got out of trouble and throws. Got a man, it's Horton. And he'll get it up to the 38. It'll be a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Catch in the middle, it's Horton.
Well, he's putting up big numbers coming into this one. We knew the quarterback was going to go his way early and often, and with that last catch, he's now got over 500 yards receiving on the year.
The Crimson Tide can dig into that playbook here on second and short. Looks as if he's going to run it. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Just shy of midfield at the 47. The defense needs a third down stop. He'll sneak it and try to surge forward. This Alabama offense is clicking. They're set up with another first down. Looking to throw on first down. Under fire. Recovered by the defense, and he's off. Finds a little space. There he goes to the right. Touchdown, Vanderblit. The defense putting points on the board.
You practice these moments as a defense, but you never know when they're going to come to fruition. But how about it? The scoop, the ball's on the turf. They scoop it up. They take it to the house. The defense takes care of business and said, offense, we don't need you. We'll put points on the board.
Lining up for the PAT. And with the extra point, they close it to a 17-14 game. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Hey, guys, just wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in the Mountain West. USC has the lead right now, but kind of fittingly, the men of Troy have been in a battle today. They're up by 7 over Utah State. The Mountain West likes to keep things interesting, and we'll circle back if anything big happens. Gentlemen?
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. It's first down from back at their own 24-yard line. Off the RPO, complete. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. They'll send the tight end in motion. Dropping back, it's Simpson. And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21.
They got more sacks than a grocery store. Goodness gracious, time and time again, getting to the quarterback, getting him on the ground. This defense having their way.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Draw play, quarterback keeps it.
And sticking to the run. I'll tell you what, a lot of teams that are really good are really stubborn, and they continue to run the football even with little success. So this offense is going to continue to focus on running the football. You can tell.
He will signal for the fair catch and take it just inside the 35. They'll start this drive from their own 35-yard line. Going right to work up top. Got it behind the line. It's Newberry. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage. Gets the back moving. Second down, he'll throw it. A safe call on the wide receiver screen. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. The Tide crowd rolling noise down onto Saban Field on third down. Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32.
This quarterback is thinking to himself, I need to get an NIL deal at some restaurant so I can take my offensive line out and feed them more, because I don't think they like me very much right now. I've been sacked 6 times in this game. It's time to get that new NIL deal paycheck.
The Commodores line up to punt it away. Looks it all the way in, and now turns his attention upfield. Tries to find a little more running room on that return, but he'll be stopped at the 36. To the air, it's Simpson. Unloads to the wideout. Got him downfield. Stopped at the 47 after a 10-yard gain. The offense will put it in play from the 47 on 1st and 10. He'll keep it himself. Got enough for the first down and wants more. He got loose, almost has to finally drag down at the 32. Alabama just did work on the ground. Let's see if they go right back to it. Out of the crowd, and now he's got room. Got it inside the 30 before he's finally pulled down at the 25. It's a gain of 6. They'll run the option. Now the toss. Able to make the stop after a gain of 2 to the 22. Alabama comes to the line on 3rd and short. Surging forward on the sneak. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Off the play fake on first down. The throw. Grab near the marker. It's Horton. That completion takes them down to the 7-yard line, and they are ready to strike. They'll go with a direct snap. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown time! The offense strikes again to extend its lead here in the second half.
And they got everything working. How great is this? You extend your lead, now you get your defense back on the field. Great job taking advantage of the situation and building on that lead.
Lining up to add another.
Kicker on for the extra point.
And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them.
Vanderblit, 14.
Let's see if he can make a play on the return. And the coverage team gets the returner on the ground. This drive will open from the 15. Gonna run it. It's Newberry. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. The play action fake. Quickly out to the tight end. And not much doing there as that defense runs him out of bounds. Looking to pass. It's Pavia. With the catch, it's Hoskins. He'll be brought down at about the 18-yard line. Not enough to move the sticks. Hunt is in the air. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. Really good balance on that last drive. They mixed it up all over the place, Jesse.
Yeah, how nice, too, to have the defense on their heels, because at this point, they don't know what's coming at them. They had problems stopping everything that last drive did.
So I think this defense would come back with a little more aggressiveness. I mean, they let them...
Rush coming in hot, and they got him at the 29.
And you're seeing the pass rush on the second play of the drive. They dial it up. Look at the speed and athleticism this defense has as they corral the quarterback for a loss.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down. The Crimson Tide will bring the punt team on the field. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Here's the return. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. Opening snap of this drive comes from the 38-yard line. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Caught over the middle. It's Hoskins. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Grabbed in the middle. It's Stowers. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go.
Offside, defense.
So the offense, more than happy with the result of the play, will decline the penalty. So after the flag, a fresh set of downs for the offense. It's 1st and 10. Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9. Stuck with a running game on 1st down. Now here they come again. Leaves it with the back. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. A veritable Crimson Tide of noise on Saban Field here on 3rd down. Rush is on him. Didn't have anything working and just had to throw it away on 3rd down. They'll try to get something out of this drive and kick the field goal here on 4th down. This whole place going to see if this kicker can operate in the sea of noise. Nestled just inside that right upright. Down to a 1-possession game, 24-17.
How about it? 50-plus, no problem. Big leg, nice accuracy. That's a big-time kick for this.
Oh, my goodness, he's still moving. He just about popped that one for a long one, but as it is, he gives his team a lot of momentum with a solid return. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out after picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Motion from the wide receiver. Using his feet. And the defense. The Crimson Tide looking for a big play to convert on 3rd down. Looking for a man. It's Simpson. And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. Defense got it. They're on the run. He almost popped out of there for a huge return, but they will take it. They are in business after the fumble recovery. Vanderbilt has it back and heading out to go on the attack. You want to talk about having a weapon to bail out a drive? David, that's why kickers are so important after that long field goal.
And listen, important is a relative term. We need to make longer passes and get better gains so we don't have to kick long field goals, Palmer, again on offense.
And they've got the weapons to do that, David. They just got to be able to dial those plays up. Guys have to be able to make them one-on-one to make life easier on this kicker who is so important to this team.
He'll do it himself. He's going to lose a yard on that one. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Looking to fire. Trying to find the end zone. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening. 3rd and goal, and they'll try to pass it in. Touchdown, Vandy. That's the way you finish a drive and put up points. The offense did exactly what it needed to do, getting the ball in field position like that.
It's that killer mentality. You step on their throat, you keep your foot down. When you get opportunities like that, they are golden chances to put touchdowns on the board. The offense took care of business.
There to make the tackle, and with that, we'll head to the 4th quarter. They fought tooth and nail through 3, and it is all locked up as we take a look at the stats. This is when winning plays are made, and we start right now in the 4th. Final stand to the game, and we'll start with the 1st down. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Wants to throw, it's Simpson. And he is snowed under, sacked at the 7. The Crimson Tide just hoping at least to get some of the yardage back here on 2nd down. He'll do it himself on the draw. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. The Crimson Tide a long, long way from the line to gain here on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass.
And I think everybody holds their breath when that QB is back to throw, and he's right near the goal line. You never know if it's truly a safety, but he just gets out of the end zone and avoids the safety.
Makes the grab close to the logo. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. Using his legs, it's Newberry. Stopped just inside the 30 at the 29. It's a 10-yard pickup and a 1st down. Gives it on the option. Got the 1st down, looking for more. And he's brought down after a nice gain. They've moved to the 16. It's 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Unloads it left. He caught it. Gets out of bounds after the big game, but they've got it 1st and goal. And this offense is so close they can almost taste taking a 4th quarter lead. But they don't want to leave too much time on the clock for an answer. And the defense stopped them again on 2nd and goal. Tries again to get it in. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
love the physicality of this offense. It's 3rd and goal. It's money time. I've got to be more physical than you. And that's exactly what this offense just did. Put the ball on the ground and put it in the end zone.
They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. And he'll return it and try to get behind his blockers. And the returner will be knocked down. First play of this drive comes from the 14-yard line. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Blasted as he lets it go. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the first down. He had the perfect play to open the drive, and now they'll snap it again from the 38. Back to pass, it's Simpson. Pulls it in, it's Bernard. He's brought down quickly, minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. Alabama with a multitude of options on 2nd and short. Wants to go up top. Finds his man. It's Bernard. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short. It's a one-score game late, and they've got to go for it on 4th down. Wide receiver going in motion. On 4th down, trying to find his man. They got him for the sack, and that'll be a turnover on downs.
I like the idea to go for it there on 4th down. You're basically at midfield, and you've got confidence in your guys to be able to go out. You've got experience in this offense. Guys have made these types of plays before. That time, the defense stepped up, they bowed up, and made a better play and take over. Now you need your defense to get on the field in a sudden change situation and get you the football back.
They'll leave it with him. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7. All wideouts, no backs. Wants to fire on 2nd down. Finds his man. It's Sherrill. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. Caught behind the line. It's Hudson. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Rides the back and leaves it on the option. Brought down after a good pickup, and they're in the red zone at the 20. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Tide crowd rolling noise down onto Saban Field on 3rd down. They'll try to power their way ahead. He's not going to get there, and this defense really needed a stop like that. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They have the lead in a one-possession game, but they're thinking deliver the knockout blow, but this carries big-time risk on 4th down. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on downs. Looking downfield, it's Simpson. Pressure coming. And the quarterback caught up 2 and sacked at the 12.
The defense is just killing it. Success after success after success. If I'm the offense, I got to change something up, or my quarterback's going to be forced to change because he's going to be in the injury team.
The Crimson Tide just hoping at least to get some of the yardage back here on 2nd down. Back to pass. Get it out on the screen. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass as it just never developed. Alabama with a ton of ground to cover on this 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. He hurls one deep down the left side. It's caught, and what a job to get the foot down and make it a huge gain along the sideline. The Tide with the 1st and 10. Looking for room, it's Washington. After the pickup of 9, it's 2nd and 1. Kept it on the ground on 1st down, now back to the line. Off play action. Throws to the wideout. Grabbed over the middle. It's Williams. And this defense's head is spinning. He gets it down to the 27. Wants to throw on first down. Time running out, and he goes down at the 34.
And I love playing man coverage on the back end, getting those receivers' faces. Don't let them feel comfortable and run zone where they can find all these holes in the zone, and my rush can't get home. Pressure them, pressure them, pressure them.
The Crimson Tide just hoping at least to get some of the yardage back here on second down. To the air, it's Russell. Throws for the tight end. Got his man downfield. He was smelling that end zone, but they get him down at the 4 after the big pass play.
And this defense is going to have their hands full because they're going to need to be comfortable with guys one-on-one on islands in the perimeter of the field, and they're just going to have to make better plays than what we saw right there. They knew this offense was going to try to be aggressive. Got to need better effort in the back end for this defense.
He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. Holding penalties, the ultimate drive killer. We'll see if it costs this offense here. Power football with the run. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. The run up the middle, looking for the score. All things considered, he's probably lucky to be back to the line of scrimmage. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and time is of the essence for this offense to get things done. A huge chance for points here on 3rd and goal, and if they can get it in, we might have ourselves a finish. Gets rid of it. Makes the catch. They put it in the hands of their playmaking receiver, but he will be stopped short. It's 4th down. He's looking to throw. Going for 6. Incomplete on 4th down, and man, did they need to keep that drive alive. They've got him pinned back in a world of trouble, and listen to this crowd coming through. Came through like a shot and knocked him down for a loss of 5. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. The handoff, keep working on that clock. Fights off the defender. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. A veritable Crimson Tide of noise on Saban Field here on 3rd down. Back to throw, it's Pavia. The heat got to him, and he just sort of froze and got tackled in the end zone for a safety.
Well, the defense can smell blood in the water in that situation, and a great job pursuing, getting to the football, showing you all of that athleticism they have, and they come away with the safety.
After giving up the safety, they'll have to kick it away. He's in open space downfield. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They'll start this drive at the 33-yard line. To the air on first down. Fires to the tight end. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there. Clock's running, and they'll try to get to the line, warp speed for second down. Got it in the middle, it's Williams. They're starting to feel it. They've got a first down at the 4. Looking downfield on first down. Got a man, it's Cuevas. They'll get him stopped at the 34. He's got 10 yards on that one and a first down. And they got to the line expeditiously, spiked it and stopped the clock. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Looking to fire. The short hands, it's Williams.
Man, this is such a hard situation. That clock is your enemy, and you've got to push the ball down the field, but you know the defense is dropping back, so you can take the underneath stuff and go to your second and third read some, but we've got to stay aggressive.
And he can't find anyone open, and down he goes. A sack here late in the fourth. Fourth down, gotta have it here. Fires to the wideout. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. The defense making a play to put an exclamation point on this one, and that ought to do it.
It's such a fine line offensively. Late in the game, you got to score, you got to make big plays, but you can't turn the football over. Big-time mistake. This one might cost them.
Their work here is virtually done. No need to take any more chances. They'll line up in victory formation. Happy with the situation, the quarterback will take a knee. Guys, this is a story we see every single year in college football. Ranked teams losing to unranked opponents. Whatever the reasons, it adds to the flavor of a season.
It's so good because we all love the upsets, and then if you're the team that got that ranked win, Jesse, you start to build your resume, start to build some momentum. So this squad got a good win today.
They sure did. They put the rest of college football on alert with that huge win. And for the team losing, they've now got to be able to turn the page. They got to go back, do some soul searching, because they're a much better team than what they showed today.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.